Celebrating street art in a big way, Israel's graffiti scene has become a mainstream staple of pop culture, and our next guest is a popular alternative art tour guide who's organized this weekend's 10th annual Fresh Paint Art Fair. Please welcome Yael Shapira to the show. Hello. Hi. Juggling many things at the same time. Yeah. We were just talking about how having kids, working full-time there's never time for fresh air. So why are you calling it fresh air?
We're calling it Freshness, and we see it as a satellite art fair to the Fresh Paint Art Fair, which is held in Tel Aviv for 10 years, and I'm the director of sales at Fresh Paint.
Okay.
But now, alongside my partner, the artist Swine Pinker, we actually did a satellite fair, which will occur tomorrow in Atarim Square, Kikar Atarim, Tel Aviv, and it will be a celebration of urban art as it still exists, because street art, as you said, began to gain popularity and is very mainstreamed nowadays, and maybe there will no longer be street art in the future.
Exactly, that's what I mean. This is the one thing I've noticed since I moved to Israel. Like, from the first year, I was like, the art is so amazing. It's such a small country. You have to put it somewhere. But I mean, I take pictures all the time, and I'm from LA, and I lived in New York where there's a lot of street art, but there's something very special about it here. Like, what is it so unique? Just so many different cultures within Israel expressing themselves?
First of all, we also have the Tel Avivian scene is very interesting, but we also have street art in Haifa and Jerusalem, and it differs according to the city. I think a lot of creative people in a very small space, and a lot of independent initiatives like Freshness Art Fair. It's completely independent, and the artists are artists who also exhibit in galleries and museums, but also do art in the streets.
Right. And so what do you think the future is like with street art, just, you know, in general, not just in Israel, but abroad? I mean, do you think it will soon really officially be recognized, as a form of art similar to what we're seeing in the museums?
This actually has already happened. We're seeing the last stages of this art genre being legitimatized or something. We already saw in Fresh Paint Art Fair, also in many big museums in Israel and around the world, we saw exhibitions by street artists from Tel Aviv, Haifa, Jerusalem, and abroad. Let's see what the future will bring in terms of art in the streets in Israel.
So what can art lovers expect with with the event?
First of all, the big names of this genre: No Hope, Adam Yakutieli, the artist previously known as No
Prince?
Hope.
I'm kidding. The artist known as
previously known as No Hope will exhibit a very interesting and unique video piece. Itai Zalait, a very big Israeli artist, and also newcomers to this field like Shredder, Thales, other names, Efrat Levy, Mayan Weistaub, female artists.
I know, I was just going to say, this is like so great to have so many, women that are now joining,
I think the art field in Israel is filled with many women, intelligent and
with something to say.
Yeah, with
like,
something
listen,
to say.
for all of us, we're at a point where we're finding our voice. So, it's a beautiful thing.
And a lot of energy to do many things at once.
Exactly, because we're power women. We can do it all, right?